The champion of US discount supermarkets, Aldi, may be getting some serious competition, and it's coming straight from their home country. In 2017, German grocery chain Lidl announced they were taking a run at the American grocery market with a major expansion. So, who are they? At the time Lidl tried to break into the US market, they already had more than 10,000 stores across 28 countries. That's plenty of time to figure out what works and what doesn't, but strangely, if you stop into any of Lidl's original 53 American stores, they're almost nothing like their European counterparts. In Europe, Lidl stores are incredibly streamlined. Their products are about 90% their own private label, and they have an average footprint of only about 10,000 square feet.
What, dude? I have never in my entire life seen a Lidl that looks like this, bro.
90% their own private label.
Is this what the German Lidl looks like, maybe? Because I can't see any other Lidl look like this one. Or maybe this is the American. Is it the American one?
Footprint of only about 10,000 square feet. They only stock between 1,000 and 1,500 products, keeping their overhead low while still carrying all the basics customers need. Lidl USA stores were built to be about twice the size, and they carry an average of about 4 times as many products. That means they're not just bigger, but they're more expensive for Lidl to operate and saddles the company with a higher overhead. That may at least partially explain why they've opened fewer stores than they planned. When Lidl first opened in the US, they were in the country for about 2 weeks before they were handed their first lawsuit by rival grocery store Kroger. Welcome to America. The lawsuit focused on a perceived trademark infringement, which Kroger claimed would lead to brand confusion. Lidl's house brand, Preferred Selection, was too close to Kroger's brand, Private Selection, they said. Kroger also claimed that the confusion would give Lidl an unfair advantage as customers would think the two were related. Lidl was having none of it, stating, "Kroger is using this lawsuit to try to disrupt the ongoing launch of a new emerging competitor that offers consumers high-quality products at far lower prices by painting Lidl as a copycat, when in fact Lidl is a decidedly different and better grocery experience." Only a few months after the lawsuit was filed, Supermarket News reported that the case had been dismissed with prejudice. Lidl has a reputation for being rough on their employees. Just how rough? There was an entire book written on Lidl's offenses. It's called The Black Book on Lidl in Europe, a compilation of stories told by Lidl employees and collected over the course of 2 years. According to numbers from The Independent, Lidl employed around 151,000 people when the book hit in 2004, and more than 200 stores were implicated. There was some seriously dark stuff in there, and a number of workers spoke about what one shop workers' trade union called, quote, a climate of fear. According to the accusations that the book collected, Lidl workers were required to start working before their shift started, amounting to countless hours of unpaid work. Workers who didn't meet outrageous standards were often accused of theft and forced out of the company, and management was tasked with searching employees and their personal property to make sure they weren't stealing. Bathroom breaks were reported to be a luxury not always given, and one former cashier even said she wasn't allowed to leave the register, with disastrous and humiliating results. Later, when purchasing agent Robin Godsblom spoke to the media, he admitted they'd made some mistakes, saying, "We are not a perfect company. We also have a lot of room for improvement, especially in the way we treat employees."
Good luck with your layoffs, all right? I hope your firings go really well. Okay, excellent. Great.
According to The Guardian, the first choice for naming the chain just couldn't happen. That's because it translates in English to the black market, a term most commonly associated with business that is less than legal. It was decided store co-owner and retired school teacher Ludwig Lidl would be paid for the rights to use his name for the store. You might think he struck it big and could retire secure in the knowledge his name was plastered all over a multi-billion-dollar company, but you'd be wrong. According to Bloomberg, Lidl was given 1,000 Deutschmarks for the use of his name.
Deutschmarks?
Stores opened in the 1970s, that was around $500. Also according to Bloomberg, Lidl boss Dieter Schwartz was worth $22.7 billion in 2018, give or take. Lidl's head Dieter Schwartz isn't just super private, he's so private The Guardian says there are stories suggesting he once turned down an entrepreneurial award because he didn't want to have his picture taken. It's unclear whether or not that's true, but we do know there are only 2 confirmed photographs of him in existence, and one's in black and white. That's pretty impressive in today's technological era, and not surprisingly, there are plenty of rumors surrounding the man.
That's very impressive, actually.